Today I'm going to show you how to schedule up push notifications. Now there is a ton of options inside of push notifications, so feel free to play around, but this is kind of a crash course in how it was designed and how you can use it. So from your admin dashboard, select the push notification button. The first thing that's going to load is going to be a calendar. So this is going to keep track of all of your scheduled push notifications. Now, if you do any pushes that are immediate, they obviously are immediate, so they will go out as soon as you are finished putting them in the system. They will not save to your calendar. The calendar is mainly for all of your events that you're going to program up to occur in the future. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to select the plus symbol in the upper right-hand corner. When you do this, it's going to give you four options. So you have global, which is pushing this notification to every device that has your app installed. So this is registered and not registered users. Direct allows you to single out a specific user that's registered, or you could, grab 4 or 5 users. But anyways, it allows you to target anybody in your contact list. A public group push basically means that you're selecting a public group and or groups that you want this message to go to. And private groups is the same. It's the private groups that you want the message to go to. So between these four options, it gives you great flexibility to be able to segment who's going to get this push notification that you are getting ready to schedule. So for right now, we're going to just select global. Once we select global, the next thing you're going to have to do is create a title for your push. So this will be test push global 12. Now that we've titled it, we need to actually select the repeat button, because we need to know at this point, is this a one-time push, meaning that it's never going to repeat itself? Then I would select never. If it's going to repeat itself, then how is it going to repeat itself? Is it going to repeat itself every day, once a week, once a month, or some type of custom? So these fields function the same way your calendar invite would function. So it's fairly easy. For this example, we're going to select daily. And once we select daily, we will then save it at the bottom right. So now that we've repeated this daily, we've got to basically say for how long and what time and all that. So the next thing is going to be the date range. So the date range is basically what day is this message going to start and what day is it going to end. So let's go out here and say we're going to start this on the 27th of November, and we want it to go to the 30th of November. So once we have that set up, then we click save. So now what this is saying is every day starting Tuesday the 27th through Friday the 30th, this message is going to go out. After the 30th, it won't go out anymore. Now we need to select what time are we going to notify people. So let's go ahead and just say this is going to be 12:30. So we're going to send it at 12:30. Now we're going to save that. Now the last step that you need to do from the programming perspective is, does this need to go out in your current time zone, or does it need to be tied to a different time zone? The system is going to default to the time zone that your device is on when you're scheduling this notification, which is convenient. But say we're in the central time zone right now. So say we're going to run this promotional text we're going to run this in the Pacific time zone. So instead of having to try and figure out, what time we need to do it, we just go to the list and we find, okay, here's Los Angeles, Pacific time zone, and we're going to save it. So now we know that it's going to go out at 12:30 p.m., but Pacific time, not our localized time. So once you've programmed everything up, you select next, which is down in the middle. And now you have to add in your actual body of your message. So we'll just put in here, this is a great deal. So this can be as much as you want. If you want to write a short novel in here, that's fine. But this is kind of the bulk body of what is going to go out. When you're done with that, you're going to hit save in the bottom right. And then it's going to prompt you just to verify that one more time. You can always manage it from your event calendar. But we set everything we wanted. Okay, so now you're going to see on your calendar, we have the global push set up for the 27th at 12:30, 28th, 29th, and 30th. So on these 4 days, that message, it's gone. It's going to go out to that global audience, and you don't have to worry about anything. It just happens. But say now you realize, okay, well, it really should have been 1:30. So if it really should have been 1:30, then you just simply select the event. So on the 27th, 12:30, let's click on that. And it's going to open up the message. When we go in here, we can go to event. And now you're going to see up in the upper right-hand corner, there's a edit button, pencil and paper. If we click edit, it's going to then ask us, do we want this, is this edit going to affect all of the events related to this, or are we just kind of doing this single one? Well, since we realized that we really should have put 1:30 instead of 12:30, we need to check the box to edit all of them so that this change affects all of them. So then we're going to select yes, and now we're in edit mode. And you'll be able to tell that because there'll be the red editing all related events writing. So we're going to come in here and we're going to select time, and let's make that 1 like we were supposed to. Okay. Then we want to come in here and we want to reset our time zone just to make sure that everything is where it needs to be, and save it. And now we've changed everything, and we're going to hit next. And we were good with all this, so we hit save and save again. And now you'll notice that everything on here is changed to the 1:30, reflects the 1:30. So it's real easy to edit. I mean, it's just like calendar invites. So say all of a sudden you're like, you know what, we want to adjust, Friday, we want people to have a little bit more notice on this event. So let's select the 1:30 on the 30th. And we will go to that event. And let's go in and edit that and adjust the time again. So we just want Friday's event to go out earlier. So let's say we want that to go out at 11:30. So we're not going to check the box to edit all related because we just want to adjust Friday's message. So we select yes, and now we're going to go in here and we're going to select the time, and let's bring that down to 11:30 and save it. And then let's go in here and make sure that we have our time zone set, and that all looks good. Now we're going to select next and save and save. Now you'll see that this has now been changed on the 30th to 11:30, but it didn't affect the others that were already changed to 1:30. So anyways, all in all, it's very easy to manipulate once you actually have scheduled these. And then if you really just want to delete them all, you can go back into any one of the events. You can go to the event and you can hit cancel at the bottom. When you hit cancel, it's going to ask you, do you want to cancel all of them or just this one? We're going to select all of them, and we're going to click yes. and now you're going to see your calendar is completely empty, and all those events that we just programmed are now deleted. So it's very easy, but yet very flexible to program up how you want to push notify, who you want to push notify, the frequency, and you can really just dive in here and schedule things up in multiple time zones and really dial in the notifications to your audience. So anyways, for more great tutorials, please visit our tutorials section.